Once you achieve that goal, you'll be fired up and ready to do. Okay, I'm just gonna press record and we're gonna go from there. It is November 26, 2018, and yesterday was my birthday. I turned 37 years old. So, welcome to episode 1, day 1, minute 1 of something new that's about to happen. So the first week that we do this, I want to talk about why you should limit yourself. Okay? People talk about how great it is to have unlimited potential, unlimited resources, but I think that real opportunity and growth starts with limiting yourself. So here's the deal. 1 minute each day, Monday through Friday, so a total of 5 minutes, uploading on Sunday. And this is all based on a concept that came to me that I call limit-driven potential. But real quick here, I've only got a couple seconds left. The rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, i.e. the next 3 minutes, here's what you can expect. 3 reasons why this method should be effective for me, and hopefully it translates over to whatever you're doing in your field, and hopefully this will help you and be effective for you as well. All right, so limit-driven potential, 3 reasons. Here's reason number 1. Forcing or enforcing limitations inspires creativity. Now, we get creativity confused with a lot of things. All I'm talking about here is being a creator and creating something. You can make something and you're a creator. Everyone is creative. So here's an example of using this in real life. Vlogging with your iPhone. Some people would see that as a limitation. For a few months and maybe a year, I did not embrace that limitation. I thought I needed the ultimate vlog setup, and I went out and I researched everything and I looked for it, and I wasted about a year's time not vlogging, not creating, because I wanted the ultimate setup. When all along in my pocket there was this iPhone, and I could have been using that. And in fact, I did wise up and I started using it. And for a few months, I just used the iPhone as a way to get my feet wet, get comfortable in front of the camera. And that made a world of difference. No one's ever going to see that content, but it was for me. It pushed me, and it allowed me to start creating, whereas before, I just would have been waiting around because I couldn't afford the ultimate vlog setup, the lights, the sound equipment. Get out what you have, embrace the limitation, and just roll with it, and you'll start creating. And that's what limit-driven potential is about. So tomorrow, number 2. Point number 2, it necessitates planning. A little bit of planning goes a long way. I know as creatives, we like to fly by the seat of our pants, make it up as we go. I like to do that too, but sometimes you can't. In fact, ideas come into our heads, and as quickly, at least for me, as quickly as they come, they're gone. I'm on to the next thing if I don't write a few things down. So that's where planning comes in. So recently I've taken to just jotting things down in a journal, because really that's all it takes. I know when we think about planning, we feel like, oh, we got to sit down, take an hour to flesh everything out. No, this idea came to me the other day, and I wrote 3 points down, just 3 points. And then the next day I came to it and I wrote down 3 subpoints. And then the next day I fleshed it out a little bit more. 5 minutes each time is all it took. And now I have a content plan for the week. And I'm talking to you right now. So case in point, just a little bit of planning goes a long way. And it gives you peace of mind, because then you don't have to stress. You don't have to think about what you're going to say. And you know where you're going. And it's overall best when you just put a little bit of planning into it. And let's talk about point number 3. All right, good morning. It's Friday, November 30th. We're going to talk about point number 3. Demands good time management. Don't freak out when you hear the word time management. All I'm talking about in my case is I set a time limit for myself, okay? 1 minute, 5 days a week. That's all. And if I have that in mind, I know I've set myself up for success. What happens a lot of time is people will bite off more than they can chew. So they'll set a big goal for themselves, but no way to get there. So if you map it out and you do just a little bit at a time, you'll ensure success. More. So by having just a little bit of good time management, you can set yourself up for success. The other thing that setting that time limit does for me is I have a lot to say, but I have to say it in 1 minute. Now, I've already gone over 1 minute in this case, but I want to say something important. Here's the point. My 1 minute time limit is not so much that I have to cut off at 1 minute, although that's the goal. And so, one, I have to think more carefully about my words, but two, I've just tricked my mind. Because I've set a 1 minute time limit, I'm telling myself all I have to do is talk for 1 minute. But what inevitably happens is that you'll go over that 1 minute time limit, okay? But if I had set a 3 minute or 5 minute time limit for myself to begin with, I probably would have freaked out and said, oh, I can't talk for 5 minutes. That's way too much. But by tricking my brain and saying, oh, it's just 1 minute, then I could talk for 3 or 4, maybe 5. So those are two key points about why time management is important, how it affects you and sets you up for success. And now I've got a raisin. Thank you. I will see you next week. This is the first upload of the week. It's a little longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. I set a 5-minute goal for myself, and I exceeded the goal. Or I guess you could say I failed because I didn't do 5 minutes only. However you want to look at that. But the point is, I did it. I've done it. I will continue to do it. If you set small goals for yourself that you can achieve, once you achieve that goal, you'll be fired up and ready to do the next thing. So, go out, set a limit for yourself, be someone who makes good on their word, and you can do that by making sure that you set yourself up for success, not failure, and go out and create. Hope this helps. See you next week in episode 2.